At my trial for treason for killing the king, I played with my father's ring, twisting it around my middle finger. It was one of the few things they hadn't taken away from me when I was arrested. Maybe because they knew it was my father's last gift to me, or maybe because no one cared about an old ring. Despite wearing it for the past 10 years, first on a chain around my neck and then on my middle finger when I was finally big enough, I never understood why my father gave it to me before his execution for murdering the 9-year-old prince. My father gave my sister our mother's red scarf, the one she wore every day before the incident that claimed her memories. My brother received my father's favorite book, something he refuses to read even to this day. But I was given a ring, an extremely unremarkable, once black and steel, rusted ring. When I was young, I thought my father bequeathed it to me so I could sell it to support our family. But after an appraiser revealed it was essentially worthless, I convinced myself there must have been another reason. Looking back, I can only think it was something he had cherished, and he thought I might follow in his footsteps. My father had been right, in the worst way possible. Now I was the one on trial for killing the king, as if regicide could be inherited from father to son. I wondered how many people thought it was true, that I had killed King Isaac. It seemed obvious, after all. I had been there when he died. I had even heard him plead for forgiveness. Not that it matters what actually happened. No one seemed to believe me anymore. Not that most of them should have. Depending on who one asked, I was either a puppet master, with my strings tugging around nobility and commoners alike, or a mindless weapon others could direct without care. Yet, no matter what they claimed, I had only ever done what I believed was necessary, which had been easier in some aspects than others, particularly when the city was so hesitant to change. The entire country, had gone to shit after my father was executed. Hollow owed its foundation and preservation to my family. This city had grown up in the shadow of my ancestors, men and women who were more fantastical and awe-inspiring than any tale of make-believe dragons, of children chosen to rule by God, of bandits masquerading as vengeful demonic creatures, or whatever else was passed around as a bedtime story. Anyone who claimed to be a demon hunter, or god slayer, or divine champion was a pretender and professional liar. Fools who had flown too high and had not yet been shot down by the moon. The king wanted Hollow's citizens to forget the truth in favor of a fiction, as if it would make the past easier to swallow. Worse, eager to make my father's betrayal less painful, they blindly accepted the king's medicine and forgot everything my family has sacrificed for this country. We eased the hate against the king. We spoke for the common people. We were the neutral party in all negotiations and never dreamed of taking power for ourselves, content in protecting the citizens from those who had illusions of grandeur. Without us, the separation between the nobility and commoners had grown so much that few could talk with the other without spitting venom, let alone sympathize. It wasn't a surprise refugees had stopped coming here. There was nothing but death, riots, war, and poverty waiting for them. Hollow, the once famous refugee city, was no more. It was just another sign of how our country was preparing to be forgotten by history, only remembered for shattering the moon, Salona. All those problems that would soon be another's to worry about. I was, after all, still on trial for treason, and I knew I would be found guilty, because, for everyone who hadn't been there, the choice was clear. How could they not find the boy who had been found standing over the king's body, blood splattered with gun in hand, guilty? Regardless, I am Michael Kingman, and my tarnished legacy will survive, even if my body does not. It will take more than this trial to erase me and my deeds from memory. I understand that now, when before I was always chasing my ancestors' shadows, hoping to be remembered as fondly by history as they were.